I would say the way we see things, because I will try to tackle the issue from both the private perspective and the Greek one, of course. So you see that everybody here, and you see from the governments as well, that they all compete in the investment arena to attract investments, which is important. I would say in a few words that the environment is dominated by volatility, which is something which, unfortunately, this is something we cannot forgo. You've seen the shifting trade patterns. We have tariffs, we don't have tariffs. We have 10% tariffs, 10% tariffs, whatever we have. Then you see that you have faster investment cycles. And you have this technological evolution that comes with AI and all the discussion around it. So basically, what you see, you have faster investment cycles. This is important. On the other side, you have to make sure and clarify that the capital always seeks for opportunities, which means that no matter what the geopolitical environment is, no matter what the situation, you have to invest and you have to make returns and reward your investors. That's how always it works. Greece is entering this discussion from a strong, fundamentally, from a strong position than it was 10 years ago, where it gained the investment grade, which was very important. We have a stable political environment, the economic, and I would say also the production has really evolved and upgraded. So we're in a much better position compared to other countries. However, what I would say is important is for Greece and generally the private and the public sector to attract what I would say long-term investors and not the opportunistic. Because always, you remember, in an investment cycle, the first cycle are the opportunistic investors, and then really comes the strategic one. So what makes sense for everyone is to attract, I would say, the long-term investors. Now, what I would say, and I will try to summarize, is that, as I said before, Greece has made a lot of structural changes. This is something you've said before, and it's a common sense. What makes sense now for Greece is to proceed to the next step and make sure that we create bigger and companies that can compete internationally. I think this is the real challenge, and this is what the government and the private sector should focus, in the sense that you should definitely boost M&As, make sure that you make bigger. I don't believe in what it says that the backbone of the economy should be the mid to small sized businesses, because they are, but they cannot compete internationally. So what makes sense is to boost and give more, I would say, motivation to companies to merge and create a larger scale. This makes more sense. And this is where the investors will definitely step in and give and reward this effort, because this is the size matters, and this is what really investors are looking for. So I would say, to summarize and close my opening remarks, I would say that yes, we are in a much more difficult, from geopolitical stance and environment. However, always investors and capital look for opportunities and rewards. I also believe that Greece is one of the countries, I guess Ukraine is the same, it's going to be, but definitely Greece is one of the countries that really attract FDI, as you said, will attract investors and definitely will give these opportunities.